Hey there friends and enemies, Joper here again, and today I want to check out the cinematic trailer and gameplay teaser for the Blood of Dawnwalker, a brand new game from a brand new developer, Rebel Wolves. And this is going to be published by Bandai Namco and looks extremely interesting from the teasers that we've seen so far, but this should give us a better idea on what to expect from the game. Bandai Namco, as I mentioned, Rebel Wolves is a studio, and it's from the director of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, so you know it's going to be pretty ambitious if they're trying to replicate some of the ideas from that type of game. Very dark fantasy, which I love. The graphics look good initially. Looks like it's going to be pretty intense. A village set on fire right from the very beginning. I think this looks fantastic, by the way. The environment looks insane. Unfortunately, whoever that girl is just gave him away.
Don't hurt her.
Ooh, she looks like she's in rough shape.
Please, sir. She's just a child.
Roderick, remind me, did I make an exception for children?
No, sire.
No. That would have been foolish. Would it not? They spread the plague just as well as adults.
Yeah, the detail on these characters is pretty insane.
To stamp out this sick.
Oh no, they're gonna murk a child. Okay, there was a shadow in the background there.
A fighter too.
Oh, and someone in the rafters.
Things might have ended there.
It just ganked his whole leg? No, that's crazy. Oh, we got vampires. That dude's a unit, what? Just the Fist of Fury. Is that a mage vampire? Just exploded him. That's crazy.
What? Lunka?
Yeah, she is struggling.
My sister. She needs help. Fast.
I love these character designs.
I beg of you.
What was that? Did it just turn him? Ooh, it's healing her plague.
I don't know. How?
I am life. I am death. I am everything.
Yeah, this is sick. This is perfect for me. Right up my alley.
Pestilence, famine, killing, blood spilled carelessly like water. Things will be different now.
Meanwhile, he's spilling blood pretty easily as well.
For all of you.
Oh, very much Witcher vibes from the music. The world needs what it fears. Little gameplay? Oh, this is sick. What? Day and night cycle. So it looks like you might be a vampire who can travel across day and night. And oh, if that's all explorable, that would be sick. Yeah, it looks pretty awesome so far. Obviously, we need to see full gameplay, but yeah, for now, I'm pretty excited. Summer 2025 gameplay reveal. Very nice. Okay, so let's go over some things we saw in the trailer. First off, the setting is fascinating because Obviously, vampires. We're going to have some religious overtones as well, a plague to deal with. But it does look like it's going to put us in potentially a more morally gray side of like your character instead of being like a traditional hero character. It does look like you're going to be getting some vampire type abilities, whether you're full vampire, half vampire, like someone like Blade or something like that, remains to be seen. But it does allow potentially for a lot of interesting story interactions. Are you a traditional good guy? Are you maybe more of a bad guy? Maybe something in between. I love the fact that that is potentially something to be explored. I do feel like a lot of games these days put you in too much of like a goody two-shoes type of role where you're just a hero here to save the world, where having something where you have a little bit more agency to do things your own way would be fascinating. I'm very curious how that's going to work out in this game, but it does feel like there is a ton of potential for that with a game of this nature. I do like the vampires that we saw because they all had a bit of variety. I don't know if we'll actually see them fighting it, like how it's going to work in the game necessarily, but we have this big, almost Mongolian brute who's just throwing hands. We have this golden-haired kind of warrior, speedy warrior there, and then we have obviously the leader, and then also the vampire mage as well. So depending on how your character interacts with them, we'll be very curious. Do we have to fight them eventually? Do we have to join forces with them? Are they kind of the ones that are training us, or are we able to get their abilities somehow? I don't know. I'm speculating. A lot remains to be seen with this game before we know exactly what to expect. But for me, I think this is very, very good as far as a first impression. I do enjoy that we got a longer cinematic, a little bit of a tease for the gameplay, and we know exactly when we'll see gameplay. And so now we kind of have an expectation of a timeline. Too often we see in games like this where we get a little bit of information and then we go a very long time before we know anything. So the fact that this is going to be relatively soon in the grand scheme of things, as far as when we're seeing the actual gameplay footage, is going to be very, very interesting, and I'm curious. Knowing that this game is coming out on PS5, Xbox, as well as PC is also pretty solid, because obviously everyone should be able to play it right away when it does drop eventually. And I would imagine if we're seeing gameplay, I would imagine the launch will be early next year, but we'll have to wait and see. I don't know how far along they are with the gameplay and if we'll have a full gameplay reveal, which would be very, very interesting. But all speculation. I'm just pretty excited. I know I rambled a bit. Let me know what you guys think about the Blood of Dawnwalker in the comments down below. Like the video as always. Subscribe. My name is Jopa. Have a good one. I'll catch you all later.